Welcome friends. In this video, we are going to see ID and class concept in HTML. So you can see I have on the left side a boilerplate code for HTML, and then on the right side we have a preview. And I hope you know how I reached here. Basically, this preview is after I click on the live button here. So I have a image ID and class. Let me quickly describe what this image is about. So typically a HTML page consists of these three minimal sections. One is header, which consists of mainly navbar and then some banner or hero section. Second is main, which consists the main content of the page like about, gallery, blogs or whatever. And then last is the footer section, which consists of contact section or a copyright section, which is supposed to come on every page. Now let's see how we can get this kind of page in HTML. Let me go back to two column layout, and here as we can see we have some sections. Okay, so let me first write a section, create a div, and comment as a banner or hero section. Okay, and before that let me create another div which is basically a header, right? We have a header, and then inside that we have a banner or hero, and then the next is our main. Okay, and then inside that we have a gallery kind of section. So gallery, okay, these all are just skeleton. Okay, and then this is gallery, and let me create h1 and say gallery and then save. Okay, here we have, and now we have a let me go back to the id and class, about and then gallery. Okay, so this is about. Okay, so div and then about. Okay, and here we have, and finally we have a footer, and then uh, div, and then we have a uh, inside this div we have a contact section and another div for that. Okay, and then uh, uh, here m1 which says contact us. Okay, so this is a normal typical HTML skeleton, and now what we will do is I will say here this is a banner section, so this will be very minimal. Okay, so now we have a these things as a section. Now what is the use of id and class here? So id and class both can be used to style the element in HTML. For example, so let's see, I give id as an about. Okay, and here id as gallery. Okay, and here id as contact, and here id as banner. Okay, and now what I can do is I can basically style these element. Okay, and for example banner, I can keep border 1 pixel, solid, and then light gray. Okay, so you can see here we have some CSS applied. So what if you want this kind of border in every section? So copy, and then I have another which is about, and then I can do multiple. So and then contact. Okay, and then I will apply the CSS at once, and you can see I have these many things. Or I can just remove this and then here, and then just use single, okay, definition of the CSS, and I will give margin bottom as 10 pixel. So you can see we have a very nice kind of a differentiation. Now what I want is I want this to be little big, every section little big, right? And then that, for that I will give a height, for example 200 pixel. Okay, now you can see, let me give little bit more. Okay, now each section has some height. Okay, this is a banner section, this is about, then gallery, and then context. And now our, I have to scroll my page to go down to the context section, right, and to see gallery. Okay, so that's where this id concept comes into picture. How? So there is another something called as nav items or navigation items. So this is part of the header actually. Okay, and now here I will give div and then create a ul, then li, and then inside that I will create a link, and there I choose a banner. Okay, and here I will write home, and similarly I will copy paste and create uh, other links like about, and then contact, sorry, gallery, and then contact. Okay, now I just need to update this about gallery and then contact. Now by doing this we can able to click on the link and reach to that particular section. So this is also used as a navigation as well. So this id, you can see this id which I have linked here is used as the navigation purpose. Okay, so here you can see I can click here in the contact and then reach to that contact section. And now this was about applying the CSS with the id. Okay, now we will see the class approach. We will see all this CSS in detail in the next module, which is CSS basics. So here, for the time being, what I will do, I will just apply, okay, here, where is the about, and here I will just do paragraph, and then I will use this lorem and then 20, okay, which will generate some boilerplate code, and here is that. Okay, and now what I will do is I will use this as about text. Okay, and now I will apply some CSS to it, and then what I will do, I will do this apply about text and just use color as red, and you can see we have a red color. I think that's all in this video. Just for the recap purpose, id is basically used for two purposes. First is to apply the CSS, and then second is to create a reference to that particular section where we can then easily navigate to that section. And then class is basically used to apply the CSS to the element. Thanks for watching. See you in the next chapter.